Hi, guys. I'm Chuck Keatley, CEO and co-founder of Duco Trax. Duco Trax is an inventory and warehouse management platform, software as a service, and it's designed to help companies have the right inventory at the right time. I've got a little marketing video actually here to kind of illustrate what it is that we do.
Meet Tom, an employee at a local warehouse. Tom had an inventory job that he just dreaded doing, until Tom found Duco Trax, a software package that allows him to easily control all aspects of his warehouse and inventory. Now Tom's inventory management problems are a thing of the past. Duco Trax helps speed the process of tracking inventory in all sorts of environments. While Tom's shipping, receiving, and moving things around, Duco Trax is keeping tabs on where everything is. With capabilities of the internet powering Duco Trax software, Tom and his coworkers can access their data anytime, anywhere, something he didn't find in any other platform offering. Now Tom no longer has to worry about those big inventory audits. By choosing Duco Trax, Tom cut his inventory efforts in half, which has created a lot of free time for him. Tom's only regret is that he didn't find Duco Trax sooner. Isn't it time you speed up your inventory management?
So really what we're trying to do here is solve three big issues that small and medium-sized businesses have. And those are A, out of stocks, which reduces revenue because you can't sell what you don't have. 2, overstocking, which leaves inventory sitting on your shelves, chewing up very valuable working capital. And then the third is transferring data from each of your business solutions, say sales, inventory, warehouse management, order processing, and then accounting. So what we do is automate some of that, obviously. It makes it much more accurate. We do have a mobile component, and we're integrated with 3 of the very large players in the markets we're listed on are Google, Intuit, and Shopify at the moment. So give you an idea, an order can flow through from order creation in Shopify, flows into Duco Trax for pick, pack, ship, and then we can push that information up into the accounting platform, in this case, QuickBooks Online. We are generating revenue at the moment. We're at about 1,500 MRR, and we're generating about 20 leads per week. Half or more are coming from those listings on the platforms. So the management team, myself, Natalie, and Don, little background about Duco Trax and where we came from and what kind of drove this. When I was a little kid, I went to the dentist, and this guy was really old, Dr. Schultz. He was actually my mom's dentist when she was growing up. But there was very few things to do in his office as a little kid, but there was this one toy, and it was a wooden frame, and it had wires running from one side to the next, and little beads on it. At the time, I loved playing with it, but I didn't realize at that point that I was playing with a piece of technology that for 2,000 years was state of the art. It was an abacus, right? So that it's reflected in our icon. The abacus kind of drives that. But my background is actually in data collection. I've worked with companies all over the U.S., North America, Harry and David, PriceSmart down in the Caribbean, to generate these solutions for them. And every time I went out to a customer, I was reinventing the wheel. And I realized that there was a huge market, especially in the smaller and mid-market, for companies to have this ERP-type functionality where everybody's already done sales and marketing and the accounting side from a SaaS model, but there's a huge white space in the middle there for inventory, warehouse management, and order management as well. Natalie Tolson is actually the #1 sales rep for one of the Fortune 100s, 3 years running. She's amazing. You guys would have accounts if she were up here pitching. And then Don has a military background. He's incredible as well. Top secret clearance. And Are there any questions? Keep backing up.
So who are you selling to inside that organization?
I'm sorry?
Who are you selling to? Are you selling to like the quartermaster? Are you selling to, or husband? Are you selling to, you know, sort of the person who's worried about orders on the sales side, or the warehouse guy, the guy in manufacturing who's deciding how much to produce? Like, where do you slot in?
So we've got a couple of different models. One is we're really pushing for an automated customer onloading process to generate demand via the web. And obviously, that could be anyone in the organization, whoever's tasked with inventory management.
Could be anyone is not a really good, efficient answer.
Well, but do you?
Right.
But if I understand what you're doing right, though, your sales channel isn't necessarily going out and calling on these individual companies, but
No.
offering up a tool on existing online marketplace or online.
Right. We have
solution
listings
sets?
on Intuit QuickBooks. We're one of only 2 inventory management apps that are on QuickBooks, integrated with QuickBooks Online. Shopify, Magento.
So your sales process is click through. Someone's
It
on.
is. It's a single
I'm
click.
here, and golly,
Yes,
if I could
approved.
do online management, they got to click and they order it, and it's
Exactly.
You're targeting that SMB kind of. You are with that model. You're squarely focused on the SMB. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So how old is the company, and also how many clients do you have currently?
Sure. Development started about 2 years ago. We launched officially with Intuit about a year ago. And we're kind of light on customer uptake at the moment. Intuit is obviously our biggest driver from a sales perspective. They have just recently really concentrated all of their efforts on the online SaaS model of their offering. So our upside, you know, is huge as they continue to. They're only at 10% of their customer base right now is on SaaS.
So you talked about other integrations like Shopify as an example. Is that the way that you get to those customers? And
Sure, we're listed on Shopify as well, and it is a single click.
Is it? Well, yeah, and part of this. So one of my investments is a company called Store Envy, which does compete with Shopify directly.
Mhm.
So I know that they have 60,000 merchants. A lot of them, or most of them do not have physical presence. Like, can you help them with these folks that are starting T-shirt businesses out of their house and things like that? Or like,
Yeah, absolutely.
How M does it need to be as versus S? In essence?
Right. So I guess a good way to answer that would be from a pricing perspective. The low end, we're looking at $50 a month. The high end, $200. The low end, you're looking at 3 users, a couple hundred items, and maybe 100 locations. And that's where our intro is. On the high end, it's unlimited. I mean, you can use as much of the platform as you need.
So you said you have light uptake so far. What do you think the challenge is to being able to get more people to both be on the system and to use it at a greater utilization?
Sure. So one of the challenges that we're seeing at the moment is the smaller end of the market tends to be a high-touch, low-reward type of client. So we're doing a lot of education. Some people just don't even understand a cycle count or physical inventory. So the education is a big resource that, as unfunded at the moment, we're struggling.
Your video mentioned that you don't really have competition. Is that true?
No, that's not true.
Okay.
That's not true. I said that there are 2 of us on the
Right.
Intuit.
They're your direct
integration.
competitors? Is it just 2, or are there lots of players in
What
the
about
space?
outside of Intuit? Yeah.
So
Are there lots of players in your space?
there are other inventory management platforms that are SaaS-based, yes. Clearly is one. They don't have any integrations whatsoever at the moment. I don't know if that's because that's part of their revenue stream of doing one-off integrations for their clients. Ordoro, they primarily concentrate on just order management, so the shipping side and doing the order management there. There are other competitors, and there's crossover here and there, but not really someone that's doing the flow through, that ERP type functionality all in one.